Let's see how to create virtual machines on Linux. Specifically, I'm going to use Ubuntu 24.04. Now, the hypervisor or the virtualization software that we are going to use is called Qemu with the acceleration of something called KVM, and this is pretty much the most popular, almost the go-to virtualization solution in the Linux world. There are other options, of course, and you can also use something like VMware or VirtualBox, but Qemu with KVM works really great on Linux, and performance is generally better than other solutions such as VirtualBox. Moreover, the installation is really simple, and we're going to do it now. So let's start by opening the terminal, and I'm going to start by updating my package list, so sudo apt update, and I need to type in my password, and our package list is now up to date. And now we're going to use sudo apt install to install the packages that we need. So the first package is simply going to be Qemu KVM. And for this one, the auto-completion is not going to work for you, so you will have to actually type in the whole thing. The next one is called libvirt daemon system. And for this one, you can use tab for auto-completion. And the third one is going to be libvirt clients. And to be able to create and run virtual machines, this is basically all you're going to need. But we are going to install one additional package, which is called Virt Manager, and this is a GUI, or a graphical user interface, that will provide us with a nice user-friendly interface to create and run our virtual machines, and also have an overview of all the virtual machines that we have and that are running. So let's also install this package, Virt Manager. So enter, I need to approve by typing in Y and enter again. And everything is being installed. Depending on the speed of your internet connection, it might take a bit longer or it might be a bit faster, but in any case, it's not going to take too long. Okay, and the installation is done. And now what we're going to do is to add our user to a group called KVM. And this is going to make things simple because we're not going to run sudo every single time. We will be able to create virtual machines without sudo, so this is better. Adding a user to a group in Ubuntu is very simple because we can simply use the add user command. In other distros, you need a dedicated command for that, but in Ubuntu, it's super simple. So sudo add user, then the user that we want to add to the group, and I want to add my current user. So $user, or I could also specify the user itself, right? I could just write what's written here, the name of my user. And the group that I want to add this user to is KVM, and the user was added to the group. I'm now going to restart my computer so that the addition to the group will take effect. And I'll be back after the reboot. Okay, and I'm back after the reboot, and now if we start our app drawer, we can simply look for Virt Manager, and we can see it here among the options, Virtual Machine Manager. So let's start it, and this is the application. This is what we're going to use to create our virtual machines. Now we want to move on to creating a Windows virtual machine. And to do that, I'm going to open my web browser, and I'm going to look for Download Windows ISO. And we want the first result, the one that's from Microsoft.com, Download Windows 11. And as you can see in this page, we have several options. What we want is to scroll down until you see this, Download Windows 11 Disk Image or ISO. So here I'm going to click on Select Download, and I'm going to choose Windows 11, then Confirm. Then we need to choose the product language. So I'm going to choose a language, then Confirm again. And here we can see our download link. We need to click on the link, and now the ISO for Windows 11 is being downloaded. I am going to stop this download because this is a big download and I already downloaded this file. So let me stop this download. And as I said, I already have this file in my downloads folder. So let's get back to our virtual machine manager. And now we want to create our Windows 11 virtual machine. So I'm going to click here, create a new virtual machine, and here I'm going to choose this option, local install media, ISO image. So let's click on forward. Then I need to click on browse, and from browse local, I'm going to navigate to my downloads folder because this is where I have my windows.iso file. And as you can see, I already have here several ISO files. I'm going to choose the one for Windows, which is this one, Windows 11 25.iso. So let's open this file. And as you can see, Virt Manager automatically detected it as Microsoft Windows 11. If for any reason it doesn't detect it correctly, you can always uncheck this box, then type in the type of your operating system yourself. But for me, it did detect it correctly, so I'm just going to leave this checkbox checked. Then we can click on forward. We then need to choose how much memory we want to allocate to the new virtual machine. I'm going to give it 6 gigabytes for RAM, and for CPUs I'm going to go with 4. And as you can see down here below these two boxes, I can see the resources that are available on my system. So this is what I'm going to allocate to this virtual machine. Then we can click on forward. We then need to create a virtual disk for our new virtual machine, and we need to decide how big we want it to be. So I don't want my Windows virtual machine to be that big, so I'm going to decrease this to, let's say, 60 gigabytes. Then we can click on forward again, and we need to give a name to the virtual machine. I'm just going to leave it as Windows 11. And by the way, we can check this checkbox if we want to customize the virtual machine before we start the installation. Let's take a quick look at the options we have there. So let's click on finish. And as you can see here, we get an overview of the virtual machine that we are about to create. Here we can see some OS information. Here we can configure the CPUs that are allocated to the virtual machine. We can configure the memory for the virtual machine. And here we can determine the boot options. So when we are booting up the virtual machine for the first time, it's actually going to use this one, the virtual CD-ROM drive, because this is where we attached the ISO file. But after the installation, the virtual machine will always start from its internal virtual disk. Here we can see the virtual disk itself, and here we have a few more options, but I'm not going to go through all of them. Once we are done configuring everything, we can begin installation. So let's click here and begin the installation. And the virtual machine is now starting. And we need to click enter to start from the virtual CD-ROM. And by the way, after clicking inside the virtual machine, you can always press on the left control and left alt, both of them at the same time, to release your mouse. Sometimes your mouse gets stuck inside the virtual machine, so if you want to release it, use this shortcut of left control and left alt. So let's use full screen here, and I need to choose a language for the virtual machine. I'll go with English. Keyboard input will be US, that's fine. And I'm going to choose this option, install Windows 11. We need to approve that we know that everything will be deleted, but this is a new virtual disk, so nothing is really going to be deleted, but we need to click here anyway, then click on next. And I'm not going to provide my product key now, I'll do it later after the installation, so now I'm just going to click here, I don't have a product key. We then need to choose the version of Windows 11 that we want to install, and I'm going to go with Windows 11 Pro. So let's click on next again. And we need to accept the license terms, so accept. And as you can see, Windows is going to be installed on the new virtual disk that we created, whose size is 60 gigabytes. So that's fine, we can simply click on next, and it's letting us know that it's ready to install. So let's actually go ahead and start the installation by clicking on install. Now the installation is taking place and Windows is being installed on our new virtual machine. And this will take a while. It depends on the speed of your computer, the speed of your internet connection. This is quite a lengthy process. I'll be back when it's done. Okay, some more configuration. We need to choose a country, keyboard layout. I'll go with the default again. We can add a second keyboard layout if we want, but I'm going to skip for now. And Windows is now looking for updates. Okay, and after a quick restart, we can name our device. I'm going to skip for now. Then we can choose if we want to set up Windows for personal use or for work or school. For this demonstration, just to keep things more simple, I'm going to choose the second option. This way I won't have to use an actual Microsoft account. Then I can choose sign in options and domain join instead. And I just use my own name. Then I need to provide a password and confirm it. Then 3 security questions. Then we need to choose our privacy settings. I'm just going to turn off everything here. Then accept. And now Windows is updating, and as they say here, this could take a while. So it took a while, but the updates are finally done and Windows is ready. We can now log in, and it's now preparing the account for the new user, and Windows is up and running, ready for use.